let's talk to Sean Callow. He's senior currency strategist at Westpac Banking Corp. Sean, thanks very much for being with us. So tell me, is it a matter of not if, but when Ireland asks for a bailout?
Probably, but I think it's more of a story for some time distant at least. I don't think it's imminent. The fact that Ireland is funded through till about, I guess, roughly second quarter next year means that it's not quite so pressing. It's a question of really whether the contagion effect is severe enough for them to come under sufficient pressure in order to tap the facilities that are available. So I don't think it's imminent, but I'd say it's probable on a multi-month basis.
Well, this is it. I mean, do you agree with Merkel that Ireland's resistance here to a bailout is aggravating the markets and aggravating contagion?
Well, I guess the past couple of sessions at least haven't been nearly so bad. There has been a bit of confidence restored. It was an incredible sell-off the past couple of weeks and past month, I suppose you'd say. But at least there is some degree of confidence returning into the markets, with the 10-year bond coming in from about 8.90 to under 8%. So at least there's some bargain hunting going on. Whether it's simply anticipation of an imminent package or just seeing the prices as haven't been sold down too far.
Now, Sean, during the Greek crisis, there was a lot of talk about a breakup of the European Union. Now that we're looking at a potential bailout for Ireland, do you think the Eurozone's going to survive this? Is this the beginning of the end?
Look, I think it will survive. I think it's legitimate to question whether Greece should have been included in EMU originally. I think the fact that their deficits really haven't been anywhere near the Maastricht Treaty Stability Pact 3% level for many years suggests that they probably shouldn't have. I think it's an open question whether there is a real exit strategy for them anytime soon. Obviously, they're working very hard to try to stay in the Eurozone and to repay their debts. But I think
Sean,
at the least we can be... yes.
Ireland is no Greece. This is why some people are saying the common problem is the single currency, is the fact that you have the ECB making monetary policy for these diverging economies.
Yeah, well, it certainly limits the options, and I do think it's pretty likely that we'll see at least one of the peripheral European economies restructure its debt. I don't think that's the end of the monetary union, and they may well be able to stay in it. But I do think that's something that will come at least in the next couple of years. So they'll postpone it for some time, but ultimately I do think the fiscal pain is too great.
What's your target for the euro?
Look, short term, I think we're still thinking 135 is the risk over the next couple of weeks, but we are starting to see some recovery. I think what's actually vital right now is what's happening in the US Treasury market. So if the yields can be capped in the States, if this sell-off in the US bond market can cool down, then I think that starts to work back in the euro's favour, and we may well be talking back above 140 on a multi-month basis.
All right, Sean Callow from Westpac there. Thanks very much for joining us.